Hey everybody, Scott Zlatev here, and I just finished updating our autoresponder campaign. Got some really cool things, some new videos, and some updated information to give it really a fresh type of look and feel. And I'm going to continue to test, track, and tweak things as we go along. But this is going to be really super simple. If you had the old autoresponder series, this is going to be so much easier. It's not even funny. I'm going to show you exactly how to do this, and you'll be done with it in like 5 minutes. So if you haven't already got your Aweber set up, first off, you want to get your Aweber, get it all set up. Go through Jim's training, the previous training to this video. Make sure you understand Aweber, how it works, the autoresponder series, how all of it works, how to plug all your information in, because that part is really critical, because we're going to need to do the same type of action items that you learned how to do previously in Jim's training on how to create a new list so that you don't overwrite anything you might have existing. And if it's your first time ever creating a list, you'll be able to go through Jim's training, create a new list, then come back here, and we're going to implement the autoresponder series code, and I'm going to walk you through in this one how to change all your settings in like 5 minutes, and it'll code the whole thing for you. Okay, so again, make sure you go through Jim's training first. He explains it in very good detail. He does a great job with that training in how to control everything within Aweber. So what I want to do is I want to show you below this video, either below or above, I'm going to have a code, and it's going to be an Aweber code. You want to copy that code, and then you want to come into your list. The list I just created, a dummy list right here, is default blah blah blah. It's just a dummy list just for this specific example. Okay, then what you want to do is you want to go to message and follow up. Now once you're in message and follow-up, that's actually where we're at right now. Then you come down here, and you don't have any follow-up emails yet. So down here there's campaign sharing. Okay, inside of campaign sharing there's this little box right here. You want to paste that code into this box. Okay, then load campaign. Now once you load this campaign, then all these different autoresponder messages will appear. Now the really cool thing about this, the way that I coded this, is that some of you might have remembered the last time we had a big autoresponder series, and I kept adding to it and kept tweaking and kept adding, that you had to go in and change all of the settings in every single one of these emails. Well, it ended up taking like 3 or 4 hours or 5 hours or 6 hours, something like that. I mean, I know I ended up doing it, and I had a bunch of people that were like, wow, this takes a long time. Once they did it, it was worth it because they got it all in there. Well, we don't want you to be spending your time. That's not an effective use of time. Okay, so we want you to spend your time building your business, not sitting here filling out information. So what I went ahead and did is I created this autoresponder, and the next step that you want to do once you've pasted that code, loaded this in. Now the next thing you want to do is you're still on that list. Go into My List and go to List Settings. Okay. Now once you're in List Settings, this is a new list. Okay. Make sure you're doing it on a new list. You're going to go to the middle button right here, which is Personalize Your List. Once you're on Personalize Your List, you scroll down to the very bottom here. This is after you've pasted that code in and loaded in your autoresponder. There's all of these different, we call them snippets. Okay, these are called global text snippets, and they're fairly self-explanatory, but I'm going to go over them really quickly for you. Basically what happens, let me go up here and I'll open up a new window and demonstrate this for you. Okay, I'll go to my follow-up. Okay, so I'm going back to my follow-up. Now I'm going to open this up. Okay, I'm going to open this first one up. Now what happens when I open this first one is it looks like just a regular email. Okay, you guys please don't mess around with this unless you know what you're doing. Okay, I want to make it as simple as possible. What this is it's a global field, and you're going to be changing the parameters within the previous area, the area that I showed you. But what I want to do is I'm going to double click on this, and I'm going to click on the link button here. So I'm going to pop this open here, and I'm going to show you what it looks like. Okay, this is the link. Now this is where it's going. Okay, onlinewealthnetwork.com, this number, and then this is the web address. Well, at the very end, this is called a snippet. Okay, this is the global text snippet. Now what this is this is a reference to these global text snippets over here. Let me go back to here in my personal list settings where I showed you to go right here. Okay, each one of these is a global text snippet. So each one of these is coded within the entire Autoresponder series. So all you have to do to make this work is come in here and change these different settings. Okay, and it will change throughout the entire Autoresponder series. Okay, because all of these are coded. So even like this, you click on this one and you check where the link is going, and the link is going to commission loophole, but it's got this variable here. So your username will go here, and once you change the settings over here, it will automatically populate throughout the whole entire Autoresponder series. So you don't have to open up every single one, click on it, find out where the link goes, all that stuff. It's already taken care of for you. Okay, so all you have to do is just come here, username. This is your Empower Network username. Okay, all you do is just come in here. You're going to see all of my information here. You can either use your information, you can model it or something like that. You can customize it all you want to. I recommend that you leave most of the stuff here the way that I have it. If you don't have a Facebook, don't have stuff like that, don't worry about it. Just leave it blank. Just delete it. Okay, what you want to do is come over here to edit. Okay, put in your username. So it would be username, whatever your username is, and then update. Okay, done. That's going to be populated through all of the links. Now your signature. My personal opinion, this is completely up to you, but my personal opinion is it just happened this way, guys, that I ended up kind of being the face of this team. A lot of people are saying, Scott's team. A lot of people are saying our team leader, all this stuff. It's cool. That's not exactly the way I wanted it, but it's that way anyway. So my suggestion to everybody, and again, you don't have to do it, but my suggestion to everybody is to make it seem like, make people realize that we're a part of a team, we're a part of a group, and everybody knows Scott Zlatev now. Everybody knows my name, all this stuff. So if you can associate, I actually learned this from being involved in another deal with one of the top guys inside of Empower Network. He and I are involved in a different deal, and his autoresponder looked like this because he was kind of the face, the presence, the person in front, and so in his autoresponder series, I mean, this guy makes $150,000 a month, so I kind of model after people who know what they're doing, right? Kind of makes sense. So one thing that he does is he always associates you with him. So every email that goes out, it automatically lifts you to the level of that person. So like a lot of different people know my face, they know my name, all this stuff, which you'll see in some of the videos that we have. I don't know if it'll actually even let me, because my computer tends to run pretty darn slow when I'm running these, when I'm trying to record. Let me go. I started to develop, I'm testing different capture pages right now. This is one that everybody is going to be using now, and it just separates us. It differentiates us from everybody else, okay? So since everybody kind of knows of me, I decided, well, let's just put me in there a little bit more. So people associate it with, hey, you're part of a team. Well, you got me lounging over here. It's got a nice look to it, a nice feel. It separates our team apart. We got our logo right up top up here. Okay, so this shows a lot better of a page than the red one and separates us from everybody else out there. Okay, that's the main purpose of this, is we want to differentiate our team, why it is that we've got such a badass team, okay, and our team site. Okay, now this was kind of tricky, but basically this is coded, okay. Let me move this down in here. See, you can see my name here. It's coded, okay. And your code, once you change your username, it'll automatically do that. So down here, there isn't a button. Actually, it's there, but I had to trick it, and I got it so that it didn't show up for a little bit, because that actually, believe it or not, increases conversions. So when you click on it, then it'll go to your join page. So if you don't see a button, you don't have to sit there and wait. You can go down and click on it and make sure that it actually says your name, okay? So that's kind of the new look and feel, and I'm also going to be developing, that's for the sales video. I'm also going to be working on a whole sales page, a new sales page with a lot of different functions and features. But I wanted to get this in your hands so you can start using it and implement it while I'm developing all that stuff. Okay, so back to this. What we basically have here is when you click on this, you saw what basically happens. So you want to come through here and change all of these. So this says username. You want to change your username. Okay. The next field is signature. That's why what I was telling you before is that if my face and my name and all this stuff is already out there, when you see, like, pretend if you got an email, pretend you opted into a page, you have my voice, we have my voice, my stuff on the bonuses, you have all my stuff everywhere. Well, when they get emails, they all of a sudden they see your name. Okay, there's kind of a disconnect there, and I believe that might lose some conversions. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to align that a little bit more, so that people have this warm fuzzy feeling. They know that they're joining part of a team. So right here in the signature, it says your partners. So your name would go here. Let me edit this. Okay, your partners. So your name would go here. And so let's go John Doe. Okay, so it says your partners, John Doe and Scott. Okay, so now you see what that does? That's going to put everywhere in the signature. So let's go to here. See, if we move up here, see, this has got your signature. These are these snippets, and please don't mess with this, you guys, because it'll, unless you understand it, then that's good. But so that will go right here, and then you've got a Facebook snippet, you got a Skype snippet, and then you got a phone snippet. Okay, so all those will be changed in this snippet area. So what's going to happen is I actually sent myself, let me go to my Gmail account here. Let me just show you what this looks like. I sent myself a test. Hang on a sec. One of my Gmail accounts. Okay, so here's that first email. You see, I emailed me a few times just to make sure that it was working right. Let's go to. You can see I never use my Gmail account because I'm having a hard time opening it. Okay, so now you see everything's coded. If I were to click on any one of those links, it would go to the associated one. And so we scroll down, and you see this is how it looks. Okay, so mine, this was just from my personal one. It looks like this. Now when you code yours in, it will say, instead of my name, it'll say your name. Or if you do like what I recommend that everybody does, is say your partners, your name, and Scott. Okay, so that makes it so that you leverage off of my success. Okay. Then we come down here, and like I said, you just go through all these. Okay, it's pretty self-explanatory. You got your Facebook, you just edit, and look up your Facebook and put it in here. I recommend leaving this Facebook part and just replace what is not relevant to you, right? So you replace my Skype name with yours if you want there. You don't have to do any of this stuff, okay? Put your phone number there if you want to. Your full name. This is important because I have different factors inside of here that that are woven into the ad copy. So put your full name here. Okay, this is important. The next one is first name. Only put your first name. Okay, again, these are woven inside of the ad copy that I've gotten there. Okay, the next thing is I've also got some other offers in here that will help lead people into Empower Network, because one of the things that I've found is that some people, for whatever reason, Empower Network's not for them. I don't know why. Some people like nuts, some don't. Whatever. But the point is that we want to introduce other offers, and you can feel free to customize your autoresponder as much as you want to. Throw other offers in there, throw whatever you want to in there. Put PS lines with get this other product. I highly recommend it. Here's a video. Whatever you want to do, by all means, customize your autoresponder. Okay, I encourage you to. One of the things that I've learned here through recent testing is that leveraging other opportunities, leveraging different systems that are actually available, actually works really well in conjunction with Empower Network. So somebody's opting into Empower Network. Well, maybe about on day 12 or day 13, something like that. You might actually want to throw something else at them, which is why we have easy money method. Okay, now if you don't have an easy money method, if you don't have an account with them, there's two different ones. There's Easy Money Method 2X, and then there's Easy Money Method that is for the $6 PC backup deal. Okay, I'll include a link down below. You can either click on the link or you can get back with your sponsor. Either way, to plug this information in. Okay, so get hooked up with Easy Money. It's a great way to use as a front end product, because the PC backup has a $6 buy-in, and for every sale you make $50. Okay, so you can use that, turn that around, and put that into some paid media, something like that. There's also Easy Money 2X. I'll include a link to a training, or get back with your sponsor, the person who referred you. Let them explain it to you. Okay, if they don't have access to that, then go ahead and click down below. I'll include a link, and I'll actually include a training on how to do all this stuff. Okay, on how to use these other methods and modalities. So basically, once you get your Easy Money method, once you get your Easy Money system all set up, you'll have a username. You want to plug that username in here. Also is Banner's Broker. Now we have another leader who's already done a training on Banner's Broker. It's actually in I think the Leverage tab. Go to the Start Here tab. Go all the way bottom. It's like module 6 or 7, I forget. But it's about leveraging, and actually that's where the Easy Money training will end up being in there as well. So go in there and check that out. Get set up with Banner's Broker. Either get back with your sponsor or click on the link that you see in there. Get set up with Banner's Broker. It's a great way to leverage your time and start using different funding resources for your advertising. Once you do that, it's an option. You click that right here. Excuse me. Just put in your username. Okay, that's it. We might check back here. If I have something back here, I'll announce it, and I'll have on this page that you're on, I'll give details on different changes that I've done. Make sure that you're aware. Any explanatory copy, any additional trainings, I'll put in here. Okay. So the next thing that I want to walk you through is just a few key areas. Once you have this all plugged in, there's a few key areas in here that I want to point out. Okay, the first one is let's see, on number 13. If you don't have Easy Money already, this won't make sense to you. Okay, so here's 13 is one easy money method one, and then I turned around and pulled it again on 17. Okay, so that's where easy money is, and then on 20, right here is Banner's broker, so you don't have to go searching for it, you know. And then 39, this one is pretty important. This is our Facebook app. Okay, if you're not aware, there's a Facebook app. You know, Facebook kind of dinged our whole site and everything, but for some reason this app is still working. So we're rolling with it right now. If it ever stops, I'll just pull this out of the rotation and let everybody know. Okay, but basically on day 39, I have it says you're on Facebook, right? You know, check this out. So when they open up the email, they come in here and let's see. So it says check this out. So when they click on this link, I'm going to click on this link. It opens up Facebook, and there's this this app. Okay, now if you don't have this app, there will be up top here will be a login information button. But since I already have this app, it's already there, and so this would be, you know, link my Facebook account. You'll see it. It's pretty self-explanatory. On right up here, just look up here and follow the directions. Log in with your username, your ID, all that stuff, and once you get that, once you have that all set up, your username is you know, it's coded to it. So you'll actually want to come in, and I'm just looking at this right now. This is actually the first time I tested this. This is really good. It actually put in global username, so we don't want that. So I'm glad that I actually tested this one, because this is the only one that I didn't test that needs to have a little bit further, because that actually, as you can see, this didn't change. So what we want to do is go back in. I'm going to go into my editor. So special note on 39, okay, on message 39, right? Message 39, you want to edit it. And you want to come down here, click on this one, double click on the link button, and when it pops up and it says global username, you want to highlight global username. So after the equal sign, then type in your Empower Network username. Okay, so now when I come back in here and I click on this link, now it'll come over to your Facebook app, and see there, now it's in there. Okay, so special note, glad that I did this demonstration, took this a little bit further for you. Make sure that you go in and edit message 39 right here and change this. Okay, then everything else, I'm just going to make sure everything else should be the same. Click on that, because this is saying join Empower Network here, so that's going to go to the join page. Yep, join page, global snippet. Close that down. Let me go over here, join. Yep, join. Yeah, and we got some really cool graphics and things like that ended up putting here. Just give things a little bit different feel. I'm going to test and tweak this thing and really hone this down so that we've got some good percentages going and some more signups, all that stuff. So that's really about it, guys. So it's that simple. You just come in, and no more opening up all of the different things. You just come in, set up a new user, a new list, go to your list, go to your follow-up, plug in the code, and then come to list settings. Scroll down here, switch out all my information for yours, and then hit save settings. Once you save those settings, you're done, and all of your settings will be put in there. Pretty cool, huh? So that's it for this one. And then once you do that, then what I would recommend you do is to go click on your create and manage lists and go back to that list name. So that was default right here. Select this, copy it, and then go over to your Empower Network back office. Okay, so go over to your Empower Network back office here, and hang on a sec. Just go ahead and plug that new autoresponder in. Okay, as long as you're in the same, or yeah, you're gonna. The only difficult part with this is that you're gonna have to change your list name, so you're gonna have two lists going. Okay, so whenever you do a broadcast or anything like that, you're gonna follow up with those people on that. Okay, so I'm gonna log in here. Or you can always you could just go over your existing list if you want to and just plug in the new autoresponder. That might be easier, but you got the time in between where a person could be clicking. I don't really recommend it. So we'll go to business. And everything is going slow. Okay, and now, was it in? No, it wasn't here. It was payments. No. It's been so long. Forgive me here, guys. It's been so long since I've input my autoresponder. Okay, email. So here's tools. So my autoresponder must be down here. Yep. So then you just come into here. So it's under my tools. Come into here, lead capture. Click here to set up Aweber. Okay. So that was directing me to it. Click here to add your Aweber list name. So here you go. You just paste that right in there, submit change. So now you'll have a new autoresponder going to them. The only thing that you'll want to do, if that's the case, like see now I've got default, and then my main one is Empower Launch 01. So what I would do every time I'm creating a broadcast, now I know that the broadcasts are going to look quite a bit different, but every time I would create a broadcast, we actually have a new training. If you haven't seen it, Eric, he actually did a really good training on creating a broadcast with the new version. Anybody who's had a recent Aweber, that yours doesn't look like this. Well, Eric's got a really good training on that. So all you would do when you're sending out a broadcast is you include or exclude other lists. You click on that. I'm already inside of my new list that I just created. This new list that's called default, blah, 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 all these numbers. Okay, you come down here. Since you're already in that, that's what your broadcast is going to be sent to. Now, since I've got two lists now, whenever I do a broadcast, I want to make sure to click on include right here. Okay, and then just come here and click on that as well. So that's going to include both lists, and that's it. And then you come down, you can either schedule it, send it later, or all the same things that you've always done to do a broadcast, save message, send it out. Okay? So that's ended the training, and you know what? Let's go out, make a ton of money, guys. Love you, appreciate you. We'll see you at the top. Bye-bye.